He's the killer?
Yeah, he's the killer because he wants Gail to come back to Woodsboro. I don't know. I'm just throwing out everything.
Hello, all you beautiful people out there. We are watching whatever. I'm Nathan, and this is Danny. We welcome all of you, beautiful or not. But today we are here with the movie Scream. This is the new version, came out in 2022. So I've never really seen Scream. I've seen bits and pieces. I know the original Scream movie. I've seen chunks of it here and there, just kind of in passing. I never sat down and actually watched the whole thing because I'm not really a horror fan. But I do know the story about it, so it's not any kind of complete surprise for me. But since it is Halloween, we figured we wanted to do something that was kind of it's a classic, but it's also redone here. So we're checking this out, and I'm hoping that it'll give me a good time here. So, anything you want to say, Danny?
No, I mean, I've been interested in watching this movie. The original is kind of considered like one of the great horror movies. Even though it's like fairly recent, like compared to like The Exorcist or like The Thing or Alien or something. I feel like it maybe one of the first kind of like meta horror movies where they actually discuss the rules of what a horror movie is, while at the same time like kind of like subverting them and still trying to be scary. Yeah, I mean, I think I've only seen the first one.
Is it? I mean, like I said, I've seen a good chunk of it here and there in passing, and I do remember the part where, like you said, it is meta, where they kind of talk about the rules of a horror film and a horror scene and stuff like that.
Right.
Because the original one, it had Jamie Kennedy in it, right?
Yeah.
It had
like,
Matthew Lillard.
Right.
Drew Barrymore was in the beginning.
Yeah, Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah.
Neve Campbell.
Yes, that's right. Neve Campbell.
Courtney Cox and David Arquette.
Is it? I mean, so I guess people consider it like a classic then, right? Because it didn't seem like. Again, since I haven't sat through and watched the whole thing, and I'm not a horror fan, it didn't seem like it was any kind of a great movie to me, which is why I never really fully watched it. It kind of seemed like one of those campy teenage horror slasher flicks.
That's kind of what it is.
That's basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of taking all the tropes and from cheesy, like teen horror slasher films and making like kind of a new subverted version of it while also being one. I think that's why people like
it. To be like that. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to get started here with Scream, the 2022 version. Before we start, please remember to click like and subscribe and leave us a comment. It'll really help us out with the algorithm. We're looking here to reach, our first initial goal will be, to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way we can help ourselves get monetized here so that we can actually start making a little bit of money to help kind of pay for everything that we're doing here with all the subscriptions that we have and all the gear that that we need here that I've already purchased and stuff that we'll probably have to purchase in the future, but we would really appreciate that. We also appreciate anyone who everyone on Patreon who is there joining us, watching with us. All of that, every little bit helps, so we're very thankful for everyone that's on here. But with all that being said, we are going to get started with the movie. I do remember the little detail about it is that this is like it's not a reboot.
Right. So this is obviously paying homage to the very first Scream, right?
Yeah. So where
yeah, I mean, I think at the time, like Drew Barrymore might have been like one of the biggest stars in this movie with I think it's like a cameo that no one really knew about until they actually watched the movie.
Thinking she was the star.
Yeah, and like, oh, what? She's in this movie? And yeah, that was also something they did that was really clever and cool.
So is it going to be the same thing here with Jenna Ortega's character? She's only in there for like 5 minutes.
Hello?
Yeah, that'll be really funny.
Well, you sound exactly like she describes you.
She talks about me in group.
Look, I don't think I can really talk about that. Yeah, but she says you love scary movies and that you guys have that in common. What's your favorite scary movie?
The Babadook.
Have you ever seen Stab?
So this is very
Once,
familiar
I
with
think.
the first one. Is that a real movie, Stab?
No.
It's a girl at home, alone. She answers a wrong number and starts talking with the killer who makes her play a game.
Yeah, just like the original Scream.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's not going to be in this. If it follows that route, she's definitely not going to be in this movie long.
Yeah, so right now, that's something clever that this movie has done already, is if we don't know if she's like in the whole movie, then we're anticipating that she's gonna die, or right, we're trying to guess whether she's gonna die or not. So it's
I'm gonna
already
say she's
created
gonna
like
die.
suspense. You're gonna say she does die?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, why is the phone ringing like always so scary in movies?
Well, first of all, how many people do you know that have a landline at home?
Right.
Amber's looking particularly fetching tonight. She really shouldn't leave her phone lying around for anyone to clone. Question 1. Who wrote the original book that the Stab movies are based on? Who played the dumb bitch at the beginning of Stab 1 who answers the phone and gets carved up by the killer? Time's running out. Tick,
There
tock,
you go.
tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Anagram!
Correct. You pulled that one out. Now for the final question. Who was the
Stab
killer in Stab 1?
It's Billy Loomis, and he was Sydney's boyfriend, and he was played by Luke Wilson, and I got you, asshole!
Oh, I'm sorry, Tara, but that's just not correct.
Oh, it is. It is. That is right.
The correct answer is Billy
No.
Loomis and Stu Macher.
I'll explain in a second.
Amber, I'm coming.
I still say she's gonna die. Yep. Oh!
Oh.
Oh, she punched him. Good.
The phone ringing.
Bonus question, Tara.
So, I just looked it up. Stab is a fake movie created for
In the Scream
Scream
movies,
2.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Oh,
Yeah, it started from Scream 2.
dude, what was the bonus question? Totally
I
missed
don't even
it.
remember.
Ow! Oh!
Yeah. Damn. Oh, I called it. She dies.
You are my boner pals.
Oh, dude, it's the guy from The Boys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I didn't know he was in this. That's Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid's son.
Yeah.
Tara was attacked. She's alive, but in bad shape.
Oh,
She's alive.
okay. So partly wrong.
Like, I know you guys aren't on the best terms, but
I'm on my way.
Coming with you.
It's him.
Listen, all I'm saying is with everything going on right now, I think it's time we take our relationship to the next, most intimate level. You know exactly where I am, and I know exactly where you are. Actually, your mother just interrogated me about Tara's attempted murder, which was very funny.
Shit.
Wait, the creep you hooked up with last summer?
Yeah, he worked with me and Tara.
Tara's awake. She just texted. I'm gonna go to the hospital. Okay, son?
Yeah.
Their relationship as a group of friends is very awkward.
Yeah. And they're trying really hard to establish all like the character personalities and stuff.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel natural.
Yeah.
Most of the Stab movies are based on things that happened here. A guy named Billy Loomis and his friend carved up a bunch of high school kids while wearing this Halloween ghost mask.
You mean like in Halloween?
No, not like in Halloween.
Oh, sounds a lot like Halloween.
Right, it's a little like Halloween.
Do you have any idea why someone wearing that mask would want to kill your sister?
They're really trying to get us to think that he's possibly the killer.
Right.
You came? Of course I came. If it's okay with you, I could sleep here too.
What was the friend's name that was threatened? Amber?
Yeah.
So her then, right?
Yeah. It's her.
Sam is not cool. On Sam's 18th birthday, she leaves. Ghosts them all.
But we're all suspects. Except maybe Liv.
Thank you.
You're way too boring to be a psycho.
Yo, Liv. You want a real drink?
Oh, that's the guy from Smile.
You're right, it's a cop.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at him going, like, where do I know him from? And this came out before Smile, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what?
Oh, he's gonna run him into the wall?
Oh, oh. Oh. Oh.
I gotta go find something to eat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know who she kind of looks like?
How you doing, Sam? Antipsychotics aren't working as well as they used to, are they?
That's Skeet Ulrich.
You can't run from who you are, Sam. When are you gonna tell her why all this is happening?
It kind of looks like him, but doesn't. She kind of reminds me of the girl from Firefly and
I was just gonna say Lorena
yeah. Baccarin.
Baccarin, yeah. I was just gonna say that too.
Yeah, she kind of looks like her.
She does a little bit.
Your little family secret.
I'm right here. Come and get me.
With pleasure.
Is this real or is this? Because we obviously found out she's on meds.
Somebody help me! He's trying to kill me! We know he cloned my phone before when he attacked Tara.
And I'm just spitballing here, you're the killer.
Your presence here is not helping.
I don't know. I don't recognize her at all.
This dude looks kind of familiar too. Asian guy.
Yeah, we all look alike.
Do you remember when Dad left?
Their dad is Ghostface.
And I found these old diaries that she kept from high school.
Sam, what is this?
Please. So I read some. Only it wasn't romantic. She was in love with this other guy. And he got her pregnant. And I just found out my dad isn't my dad. So I go find Mom in her bedroom. And I'm screaming at her. And I didn't even realize that Dad was standing right behind me. He didn't know. He left that night. And that's why I changed. And I got distant. Those diaries told me who my real father was. It was Billy Loomis.
Sam.
Please, Tara.
Sam, I need you to get the out.
I'm so sorry.
Sam.
Are you listening at the door? It doesn't freak you out that my real father was a serial killer?
I know it's low odds, but for now, I'm gonna say that he's the killer.
I think the same thing.
Okay.
But I'm staying. I love you.
Did he somehow already know her dad was a serial killer, and it's
maybe
that's what like attracted him to her?
What's our next move?
Maybe he's Jamie Kennedy's kid.
That's what I was thinking too. Either like he's the kid of the killer, or he's just really fascinated.
All right. Yeah.
No. This is
David Arquette. Yeah. I was thinking if she's Skeet Ulrich's a kid, then Jack Quaid is probably gonna turn out to be Jamie Kennedy's kid.
Give me one good reason why I should talk to you.
I'm Billy Loomis's daughter.
Who's he?
This is Richie, my boyfriend.
Did you know who your dad was when you met? Your killer's obsessed with the stab movies, right? There's certain rules to surviving a stab movie.
Rule number 1, never trust the love interest. Never trust the love interest. And let me guess, you were just in the other room, conveniently unaccounted for when she was attacked at the hospital.
Okay, do I have to take this from shitty Sam Elliott over here, or what?
Rule number 3, and this is the most important rule. The first victim always has a friend group that the killer is a part of.
Help us figure out who's behind this.
Are you kidding me? I've been stabbed 9 times.
If I'm in danger, that means you're in danger.
I think it's him.
Jesus. You think he's the killer?
Yeah, he's the killer because he wants Gail to come back to Woodsboro. I don't know. I'm just throwing out everything.
Is this Gail he's calling?
Hello?
Hey, Sid, it's me.
Oh,
no, Neve Campbell.
Wow.
Sid, it's happening again. I just want you to be safe up there. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
She's the one everyone wants to kill. Because she survived the...
You be safe, okay?
Will do.
She aged really well.
Definitely better than David Arquette. I'm not saying like he looks bad or anything. I'm just saying the level of aging.
You're right.
Smiley face.
So all 3 of them are gonna make a return here, huh?
Man, I kind of want to watch the OG movies again now.
I've decided to temporarily assist you in your investigation.
Thank you.
Jamie Kennedy.
Randy was our uncle. R.I.P.
So the twins are related to Jamie Kennedy's character.
If I'm remembering Scream 1 correctly, wasn't it like a group of killers? It wasn't just one?
It was 2.
Yeah, right? It was 2.
I thought it was...
It was Lillard and somebody, right?
Oh yeah, it was Lillard and Ulrich.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're saying that you're the daughter of Billy Loomis and what, that one of us is the killer?
He attacked Tara to lure me back here.
And what about Deputy Dewey here? Maybe he's the killer.
What's my motive?
You got stabbed 1 billion times, got dumped by your famous wife, and crawled into a bottle. I think it's safe to say you're on the suspect list.
Well, maybe you're the killer. Because that cut deep.
So the first 3 attacks are all on people related to the original killers.
Oh my god, he's making a requel.
This is a requel.
It is.
You go on 4chan and Reddit. All they're talking about is how Stab 8 pissed on their childhoods.
What's wrong with elevated
It's Mary Sue.
I mean, Jordan Peele rules.
But that's not Stab. Real Stab movies are meta-slasher whodunits, full stop. It sounds like our killer is writing his own version of Stab 8, but doing it as a requel.
Are you telling me that I'm caught in the middle of fan fiction?
You're the star. I think it's pretty clear who the killer is at this point. You? It makes perfect requel sense.
Meet you back at the motel.
Sam, wait. The first rule of these movies is don't split up.
There is a killer on the loose. He's threatening you. He's threatening your sister.
I'm not like you.
Really?
An extra edamame. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Is she gonna be the next to die?
Jesus. Go take a shower. I'll be back soon.
Okay. It's weird. This scene gave me more of a Final Destination feel.
Sheriff Hicks.
Hello, Sheriff Judy. I'm going to turn myself in. We'll sit down at the station, and I'll tell you all about the 2 people I've killed. And by the time I see you, I'll have gutted your baby boy.
Pick up, Wes.
You're not gonna make it in time, Sheriff Judy.
So she wasn't already going the fastest she could until you said that? In broad daylight, too. Hey, fellow watchers, don't forget to like and subscribe. and check us out on our Patreon. Links are in the description below. And now back to our program. Hey, you got sriracha.
They keep messing with us.
Yeah.
The refrigerator shut.
You're just gonna be behind the door. We just keep doing it.
It's funny.
Hey, what if it is the twins that are the killers? They're Jamie Kennedy's family, right?
Right.
What if they want to do to get revenge on everyone?
Or Jack Quaid is related to Lillard.
Mom?
I still think that's a possibility, right? But
yeah.
I'm thinking just because of how the girl was so into the whole Requel thing and everything, I was like, possibly could be the twins, since it is the original was a 2-person deal.
Right. Making all the
is she still gonna be outside on the floor? Or did he like
move the body?
But there'd still be blood all over the floor. Oh, he didn't even look. Kick him in the nuts. Like, really? Oh man. Oh man. Oh dude.
Oh, it's going out the
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's pretty violent.
Obviously this person is strong.
Yeah.
So the football dude is definitely in the running.
Yeah.
Along with her boyfriend. Is that Courtney Cox?
You're you.
Last time I checked.
What is that? Her right earrings. Okay, there we go. It was like caught up in her hair.
I'm Gail.
Couldn't resist a good story, could you?
Don't be an idiot, Dewey. I'm here because I was worried about you.
You know, that Mindy girl wasn't kidding.
Stab 8 is not like the others.
He killed 2 more people.
Who's at the hospital? Who's watching my sister?
What are you waiting for? Drive! Come on, let's go!
Dawson's Creek.
Hello?
Oh yeah, she got stabbed through the hand.
Yeah. The busted foot, busted hand. There's no security at the hospital? What kind of hospital is this?
A horror movie hospital.
I've yet to be at a hospital where it's this empty.
What is her plan? To get help?
Okay, well, at least that answers a security question.
Yeah.
Oh, his gun's gone. Just that squishing sound that they're putting in with it.
It's crazy how like squelch is such a commonly used word in like subtitles.
It's an onomatopoeia, right?
Squelch.
Ow! God damn it! She hit me with a phone?
Look out!
Trying to trick us.
Mm-hmm. He could have easily killed him, stabbed him in the back, but Richie gets away a little too easily with just a scratch on his arm.
Alright.
Richie can't come to the phone right now. You can't save your own sister. All you have to do is say, kill Richie. Last chance to save one. Choose.
Or maybe I'm just stalling for time, kid.
Oh, you miss.
Get the other.
Oh.
Not today.
is it? Who is it? Come on! Does he have a vest on or something?
The head.
What?
You have to shoot him in the head. They always come back.
Come on!
Oh.
Come on!
Oh.
Not only that, you should have shot him when you were like 10 feet away. Oh, gosh! Oh, damn!
Oh. Leaving no doubt this time.
Yep. Yeah, see, he had a vest.
Yeah, I had a vest.
It's finally over for him.
Dang.
So does Neve Campbell come back? She probably would for his death, right?
Yeah.
Gail. Sydney.
Oh.
So what do we do now? What nobody ever does in these situations. We're gonna get the out of Woodsboro. Listen, I'm sorry.
You're Billy's daughter. I've been through this. A lot.
I tried running too. It doesn't work. It always follows.
All due respect, that's your life, not mine.
This isn't my story. We're leaving. That's the only way I can protect Tara.
And the movie ends right there. They leave town and that's it.
On my inhaler, I usually keep an extra one. I left an extra one at Amber's. Her house is on the way.
Hey, to Wes!
That was a test, and you failed. You never go off on your own when there's a masked killer around.
How do you know I'm not the killer?
Because I am. I'm not actually, but let that be a lesson.
They went down to get 2 beers? Right? And we need
That's
some more
what it looks
beer.
like.
And they get like...
Yeah, 2 beers.
Wanna go upstairs?
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think I have to pass on that.
Because of the horror movie trope?
You know, I'm not, like, entirely sure that you're...
Not the killer.
What rules? You don't.
You were worried about her being the killer and not going upstairs, and now you're gonna do this.
Right.
Liv?
Why would she be in the bushes, bruh? That makes no sense. I'm so mad at you. I'm gonna go into the bushes. It's getting closer.
Beeping's louder. Yeah, like you say, take your phone and get away. Ooh, did it get him in the artery?
No, stop.
Okay. There's my idea of him being one of them.
All right, and if you think I'm waiting out here just to get murdered, you're out of your mind.
He's got to be one of them.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Richie is too just...
All right, everyone, thanks for coming, but the party's over.
Both Sam and Tara here have been attacked by the killer twice, and now they're here, which makes this place a huge murder target.
Why did they kick everyone out just because she's getting her spare inhaler?
All right.
Do you know if there's any beer left? There's none in the kitchen.
Yes, Richie, there's beer in the basement.
How about just say, okay, I won't drink any beer.
Yeah, you really need beer that badly, bro?
Now, I can't have sex, and I can't get a ride home. Liv, where's my brother? He actually went looking for you.
They stopped. Gas station? Oh, shit. You need to get out of that house right now.
You're in Stu Mocker's house where your dad and Stu killed everyone. Someone planned to get you there. You need to get the out, Sam.
It's hilarious. That's the original Scream house.
So is Amber...
All right.
Related to Stu?
Yeah.
Come on, man, turn around.
Jamie, look behind you.
Oh, Randy, look behind you. Look behind.
Jamie.
Oh, shit.
Why is there blood on your hands?
What? I found Chad. He found Chad? You, Amber. I'm not the killer.
I know.
Oh, shit.
There are always two killers. Sam, please put the knife down. I think the other killer might be Tara.
What?
She's the one that brought us here, and you two have been estranged for years.
That'd be a fun little twist if it was Tara.
That would be interesting. So she allowed herself to get stabbed a bunch of times to lure her sister back.
Yeah, but then how, it can't be just Amber, right? And it can't be just Tara.
Yeah.
There would have to be a third then.
Oh, he stabbed me!
What do you think? Trap.
Shit.
Gail.
So who's the second man? It's gotta be Jack Quaid, right?
That's what I'm saying, Rich. I still think it's Richie.
Yeah, me too. She don't trust her. Right, because the inhaler conveniently got them here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's two of you. Again, you really need some new material.
I got you here, didn't I?
It has to be Quaid, right? Tara's with Sam right now.
Never answer the...
I'm bored.
Wait!
Wait.
Put your hands out! Show me your hands! I told you to come out!
I'm not gonna come out. You're shooting everything.
That could be Amber. It's like a little red herring they throw out at us. Oh, it's got to be Richie.
Yes. Thank God you're okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
But really was the best choice for the movie.
Someone has to save the franchise. No one has made a great stab movie since the first one.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
How can fandom be toxic? It's about love.
So they're not related to anything. It's just what a plot to get a what was the word for it?
Requel.
Requel.
You did all this just to make me the hero of your f***ed up movie.
Tara's still nowhere around, right?
You're the villain. Sidney Prescott killed your father. You did all this.
I met Richie on the Stab subreddit. We realized pretty quickly we had similar ideas.
This time, the fans are gonna be the ones who win.
You really should have listened to Dewey. He nailed it in one. Dude, look at the love interest. You convinced her to be your sister.
I can't find her!
Ooh. Oh, I thought they were gonna throw her on the stove and turn it on.
No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Really? 2-on-1? They couldn't deal with it?
Time to pass the torch! It's all yours, bitch!
No, stop. I'm sorry about Dewey.
How did she catch on fire so fast?
Oh,
the
'cause they hit
alcohol,
it
the
with the
alcohol.
hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
So old school kills one killer, and new school is gonna kill the other killer?
Yeah, probably.
Pop out of that closet in a ghost face mask? Because you're the villain. And the villain dies at the end.
Never f with the daughter of a serial killer.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Right through the mouth. Nice.
Oh my god, it's so violent.
The sound.
Oh.
What about my ending?
Right through the heart. Or the throat.
Here it comes.
Oh. Woo, so violent. They're all stabbed. They've all been stabbed or shot.
Careful, they always
Yeah.
come back.
Oh, that's right. Shoot him. Hey, you learned. You learned. Right? No way.
I still prefer the packaging.
So it really had nothing to do with any connection to the legacy characters. It was just about some crazy fans.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's actually a fun twist.
Yeah. So she lived.
Her brother. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because he didn't die either, so.
Right.
Thank you both for everything. Are you gonna be all right?
I'll survive. I always do.
How are you doing?
But at least I know what I'm going to write about. Maybe something about a good man who used to be the sheriff here once.
That's supposed to be like her.
I'm gonna hold your hand all the way there.
Like her dad is. The image isn't as clear anymore.
Ah.
For Wes.
I can't believe they got the first three people. I mean, the original, like, three people back.
So, Scream the Requel. Okay. You know, I'll let you start first.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I thought it was good. I thought it was like, you know, it was really good in kind of keeping with that whole meta, strategy. It was funny how, you know, they continue to kind of talk about the old tropes, and you know, that's the thing about like horror movies is you're always expecting the same stuff, but it still gets you, and that's what's fun, you know, like, you know, like what's gonna happen, and you know the killer's always gonna come back, you know, at least a couple times, right? And still it's like it's fun to watch, you know, it's fun to make fun of it, and but it's still fun to like you know, watch it and see how you know, like the writers and filmmakers kind of do it a little bit different this time, or do it like exactly the same but still like get you, you know, like. And I think this movie followed you know, like the Scream formula like so closely, but it still had us guessing the whole time, right? And
Yeah.
right. And you know, they brought back all the old people, and I think the new cast members did a really good job. Yeah, it was a fun movie for me. It was very nostalgic, and yeah, and, you know, I mean, it's overall it was an enjoyable like horror movie, you know. Yeah. How
Put
about
the
for
pen
you?
down, I can hear you clicking it.
Oh, sorry.
Danny likes to fidget with things, so
yeah.
So for me, again, I've never been a big horror fan, right? They've just never appealed to me in the way that like a good action movie or a comedy movie would. I think part of it was, I think I've said it before when we watched Smile maybe, or some other movie, but you know, years ago when I was younger, I saw Candyman, and for some reason that movie freaked me out, and I think that had some kind of psychological effect on me, so, to where I just didn't care about horror movies anymore. Like, I've watched a few, you know, but it's not something that I would like. I've gone to movie theaters by myself to watch movies, right? I've rented, you know, when Blockbuster was a thing, renting a ton of movies. I've never rented or gone to a horror movie by myself. The only time I ever watched horror movies when it was with other friends who wanted to watch something. right? And there was nothing else to compete with it. So, so with that being said, though, this movie was entertaining. It was fun. It wasn't the same. It wasn't, to me. I wouldn't consider this like a true like horror film, right? It's more of a slasher film.
Okay. It's like the subgenre of
it's
horror,
it's a subgenre of it. Again, with just like with Smile, there wasn't really anything to make me give me that feeling of terror, right? Of fear. Small bits of anticipation a little bit, but most of the time they were kind of predictable, or you knew they're like that whole scene with the kid. Every time you kept like closing the door, nothing there, right? It was just kind of like, okay, you started getting used to that a little bit. And even as a slasher flick, this wasn't like a super grotesque slasher, right? I've seen other movies, we've seen other movies and stuff where it was just like disgustingly gross, right?
Right.
This was still, to me, it still felt like it kept it on a much more toned down scale. Now, what I did like about this is, even though this isn't a spoof movie per se, it does feel like they were spoofing themselves and the genre in a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The way, like you said, the way they talk about the rules of a horror film and all this kind of stuff, and so there were funny parts where it just kind of felt like they were making fun of themselves with it.
Yeah.
Even with Richie's character, with Quaid, he's like, when he's talking about, like the love interest, right? You should have listened to him. Right?
Yeah.
Just kind of
he figured it out right away.
Yeah. So it made it kind of funny. And like I said earlier, instead of being the usual, where my grandfather or my father was one of the other killers, we kept thinking the whole time that it was Matthew Lillard's character, right? One of his relatives. But it was just two crazy fans who just wanted. Right. Obviously, they're talking about the Stab movie, which is in relation to the actual Scream movies, and I don't know how many there were, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if there was actual Scream 8.
I think that's number 5.
Number 5? Yeah, whoever's watching it, let us know. But was the last Scream movie before this like bad? Just like how they're talking about Stab 8, did it kind of go off the rails? Is that why? And again, that's what I'm saying. They kind of make fun of themselves, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, just two crazy fans who wanted to go back to the original, kind of go back to basics and make a more entertaining movie again. So I like that little twist there that on the plot. It was very fun and enjoyable to watch it that way. Now, one thing I'll say, so initially during the first half of the movie, I was suspecting Amber.
Okay.
Because the one thought, the idea came in my head was, the killer was, when, in the beginning with Jenna Ortega, when he showed the video, he had Amber on video there, means he was close by, but he never did anything, right?
Right.
Which made me come to, the idea that, maybe she's part of it, but at some point, it just kind of left my mind, and I was focused on the twins. Right?
Yeah.
Because I even had written down here in my notes, Richie and one of the twins.
All right.
I was so sure it was one of the twins. So... I think were
earlier, like I kind of threw out a prediction that it was Amber too. I forget why.
Yeah. So the movie did a good job where it kind of threw me off a little bit, got me off focus of Amber and onto the other group.
Yeah.
But Richie, I felt like, you said pretty much from the beginning, maybe it's him, right? right when we first see him, and she finds out
as soon as he showed up
about his sister. Yeah. Right. Which is kind of a little bit of the trope, a little bit, and and that whole thing of the one who seems like the least likely is usually, or turns out to be like that. So we kind of figured out from early on that it was Richie, even though they were really trying to throw us off on it. I think what gave it away it was fun. I think what gave it away for sure to me was at the hospital scene when he got slashed.
Right. Yeah. Instead of getting killed.
Or even like a serious injury, right? It's one of those red herring kind of things. And I was like, okay, Richie's definitely part of it because it was such a minor injury.
Yeah.
Where everyone else was stabbed in the neck, stabbed in whatever it is, just like, that gave it away there. All right, but let's go for the ratings. Since
Okay.
you are a horror fan, let's go with yours first.
I think like it was like, I don't know. I'll give it a 3. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. I think it wasn't really like that scary, but it was like violent. There was like, you know, all the elements that I like. I enjoy that. You know, keeps you guessing, and I think even when they revealed everything, it still was fun. You know, it didn't feel like, oh, that was dumb or anything like that. Yeah, and I think you know, they really kind of made it satisfying where you know, they like the main killers die so horribly and violently. they kind of give you that kind of a bloodlust that you have for like revenge or whatever. Yeah, I think it was a 3. It's a 3 for me. I feel like, you know, watching it again just because it was so fun.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I watch a comedy, if I'm not laughing through it, it wasn't a good comedy.
Right.
If I'm watching an action movie and there's really not any action, or the action sucks, it's not a good action movie.
Right.
So this is a horror movie that really didn't scare me, which is why I'm like, to me, it would be a 2 because it was like, it wasn't really a horror movie the way I felt it. But it was just enjoyable that I'm like, I want to give it a 3, right? So So I guess in that sense, overall, my score will just be a 3, just to make it easy.
Okay. But with the caveat.
Yeah, with the caveat, right? Because like critically looking at it, it would be a 2 if I was trying to be like just really stern and about my judgment. But you know, I mean, obviously, this is all for fun. Like I'm no critic. I don't know all these special things and whatnot. So yeah. Overall, then I would say a 3. It is a fun movie to watch, right? It was a lot more fun than I had anticipated. I was kind of actually going into it with the idea that, man, I really don't want to watch this. And I ended up having fun through it. So I give it a 3.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah. All right. So enough of that. Let's get on to our tomato meter and then our box office.
Okay, man, this is hard. This is a hard one.
Oh, you're gonna go first, and I'll go first on the budget.
Sure. All right. You know, just having done this, like, you know, like a lot now, kind of a lot now. I realize that like the movies that I really enjoy, like unless it's like a really mainstream movie, I think I differ from the tomato meter a lot. I don't know if that I'm correct or if I'm misremembering, but this is what happens. And so since I like this movie a lot, I'm going to imagine that since it's not like a, you know, like a Marvel type movie, that it's not going to be as liked as I like it. So I'm going to guess that this gets like an 80 with, I should do, that's audience is 80.
Okay,
I think the critics, I think the critics will kind of enjoy this for what it is, and or they might be over the whole meta thing. I'm not sure. So I'm going to say that the critics also gave it an 80. So that's my guess for this.
Okay. Okay. So before I go on, we're close. We're at 6-6 right now, right?
Oh shit. Okay.
We need to figure out what our punishment is going to be. Obviously, hopefully, someone can put it in our comments of what it is. So if someone gets all 4, we'll win, right?
Okay.
I would like, if I was picking the punishment, I would want it to be something that we would be a little bit more apprehensive to do, right? Something we'd have to like actually film on our own. Like one of them might be like having to go outside and dancing in the middle of the street for like 30 seconds in front of random people or something. Right? Or like
shit.
for you, like having a little spider crawling on your hand for 10 seconds or whatever it is, you know?
Dude. All right.
Obviously nothing too gross, nothing too extreme, but something that, you know, because it's not like you have arachnophobia, you just don't like spiders.
Right.
So,
I hate them.
if it was a phobia, it'd be a little bit different. But yeah, you know, we definitely want some suggestions for what our punishment is going to be here. But with that being said, tomato meter, I feel like obviously I've been very wrong on some of these, right? Very, very wrong on some. Some of them I've been close, but some I've been absolutely wrong on. So I'm not gonna sit here trying to be like educated about it again. I'm just gonna go with my gut feeling. I would say as a critic, maybe they're gonna think that this, they're just redoing the first movie, right? The whole trope thing again with the rules and stuff like that. And like I said, some of the dialogue was really cringy. So I'm gonna go down to tomato meter 79.
Okay.
Again, I was surprised with how much I enjoyed the movie. So I'm gonna think for the audience who love the Scream franchise, who obviously, from what I can tell, they had complaints about a certain movie because they seem to be, dealing with that here. So I would say they probably enjoyed this, going back to like the old school, bringing back the old crew and doing it. So I'll go 81.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull your move. One below on the critics.
I mean, it's just the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. Yeah.
Because the reason I'm doing is because I was gonna pick 80.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, really?
Since you got 80,
right.
yeah. Since you got 80, I was like, okay, I gotta go one up or one above.
All right, cool.
So now before we go on, let's talk about our budget and box office. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Man, it's so hard, the budget. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I'll go with a safe. But you had Arquette and Cox and Campbell in there. I don't know how much they're paid for these movies. I don't think they were too much on it, but you gotta think about. You know what? I'll go with 50.
50? Okay.
I was gonna say 45. I'll go 45.
All right.
I'm going kind of low because I'm just so afraid that it doesn't feel like it had that high of a production budget, right?
Okay.
Again, I could be very wrong. This might have cost them $100 million to make. But I'm gonna go $45 million.
Okay.
No, you know what? 50. I'm going. What I originally said, 50. Forget it.
Fine.
I'm changing my mind. 50. Box office. I'm gonna say box office was at. I mean, I didn't really hear much about it, but I was out here, so I probably wouldn't hear much about it. I don't know how well the original Screams did, or any of the the sequels. So I'll just say 115.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm sorry to do this, but I'll just do like 51 and 51 and 116. I'll logically I'll just say I think like because it is like a requel or whatever. I think they were probably willing to spend a little bit more money to do this movie, so that's why I think it's going to be more than 50 for the budget. And I think if they are making another movie, and I think this franchise was really popular in order to get like 5 movies before this, I'm going to say it probably made more money. So yeah, that's 51 and 116. So what is it?
51, 60. Okay. Screen 2022, 76 and 82. So I still have those.
Okay.
But there's Scream 6 is already out.
Oh, it is?
This one's just called Scream in 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. So 76 on the critics and 82 on the audience score.
Okay. Man, I was so close on audience, but because of the 1 point, that's how you play the game, man. That's how you play the game.
All right. Now, Screen 2022 budget. That one was $25 million, so it cost even less.
Wow, even cheaper?
Yeah.
Oh, because the one that you were looking up was the other
Screen
one.
6.
Oh, okay.
So I still have that. So score doesn't change, but the numbers were a little bit different.
Okay.
Right. So if this thing made less than $115 million, I win.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see. domestic release, or no, worldwide release. Damn, you got a 137.7 million.
Damn, I thought you were gonna sweep me for this. Oh man! All right, next time, come back. I gotta come back. Man!
Next movie wins it all because no matter what, someone's winning in the next movie.
Right? Dang, it's 9-7, right?
9-7.
9-7. Damn, that's crazy.
I just need one.
Oh man!
What happens if I get one? You get the other three. That would be 10-10.
That's true. Then we'll have to do a tiebreaker.
We'd have to do a tiebreaker. Some kind of
tiebreaker. Do a tiebreaker. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Man. Okay. Well, yeah. So that was Scream 2022, not Scream 6. Make sure we have the right movie here. So, all right. I don't have anything else to add. Anything you want to say before we end?
No, I mean, I always say no, and then I say a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'm like, I think I might go back and watch all the Scream movies now. I'm gonna try to get my wife to watch them.
Oh, good. Because I have no interest in going back and watching all the old Screams.
They're probably gonna be bad. I think the first one is probably still good, but I don't see people like bringing up the other Scream movie. Well, actually, like on Reddit, like sometimes they'll say like, what is the best like horror franchise in terms of like the quality of every movie? And I think the Scream franchise has been mentioned as kind of like one of those like solid like franchises. So maybe revisiting it will be fun. All right.
Good news right now. I don't. Well, I haven't really been watching my screen long, but it doesn't look like I'm having any glitches.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Right. It doesn't look like it. So
I don't think I noticed anything. Right. Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. Again, everyone who's following us on YouTube, thank you very much. We really appreciate all of you being here, watching along with us. Again, we're trying to get our subscriber count up so we can, actually monetize the channel at some point so that we can actually pay for some of the stuff we're doing here. These subscriptions, they definitely add up to a good amount. The gear that, like I said, I just recently purchased a new web camera because I thought the old one was freaking out and everything. So all that adds up a little bit. And so we would, any little bit would help us out just to be able to kind of take on some of the costs. But please remember, like, subscribe, leave us a comment. It really helps with the algorithm. Give us your thoughts about the movie itself. Give us your thought about, let us know what you want us to do for our punishment. And if there's anything about our channel itself, right? We're still kind of we're new to this still. We've only been doing it for about 6 months now, 6 or 7 months at most, right? We're not even a year into it. So let us know if, maybe you have some ideas about what we should do differently with it or how we should do things. We're open to suggestions. We love to hear from all of you. Everyone who is watching us on Patreon, we do thank you very much. Currently right now we have 5 subscribers. None of them are actual supporters on there yet, but for anyone in the future who does watch, we greatly appreciate any support that we get from everybody. So thank you, all of you. But even to our regular subscribers, we still thank you for being a subscriber and for showing us some support there. So with that being said, we're going to end it here and have a good night. Bye.
Thank you.